Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, doing well. And this video is going to be titled how, or something along the lines of how I got my first sales job at the age of 18. So it literally all boils down to the reason why I'm recording this video in the first place. It's currently, let me check the time, inshallah. It's currently 2 a.m. in the morning. It's past 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, inshallah, for Salatul Fajr. Alright? And dude, this is the reason why I got the sales job. Because no matter what the time is, no matter what I have going on in my life, I will put down time for the things that matter most. And after Salah, that is, succeeding in sales, succeeding in my job or whatever I'm pursuing, inshallah. If you have insane dedication for anything that you're working towards, then you're going to succeed, inshallah. Because you have overwhelming, consistency and willingness to succeed in that one thing. And it doesn't matter what it is, whether you want to, become hafiz, whether you want to improve your tajweed, whether you want to ace your exams, whether you want to become really good at a certain skill. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you commit to it hard enough. Don't get distracted by all of these things. Stay focused on that one path and keep on doing it and keep on failing over and over and over again until you actually get, what you're looking for, inshallah. Because to get a sales job, right, on my sales team, the amount of people, because we hired, alhamdulillah, when I joined, lots of people joined at the same time as me. And I asked most of the people who were joining, none of them had experience in high ticket sales, in the exact thing that we were doing. No one. All of these people didn't have experience in the job that they were going to do, but they got hired anyway for a company that does 6 figures a month. Isn't that insane? So what is the thing stopping you from actually getting a successful sales job if you're trying to get into sales? What is actually stopping you? Nothing, right? Don't tell yourself that just because you don't have experience doesn't mean you can't get a successful sales job at a big company, because that's not true. It's about your work ethic, it's about your dedication, and how committed you are to actually achieving that success, inshallah. Whether it's 2 a.m., whether you don't have any experience at all, whether you've invested in a mentorship or not, whether you have someone guiding you or not, are you going to do what it takes to succeed in sales? That's all the person who's hiring you is going to care about, inshallah. And if this is genuinely something you're committed to, inshallah, whether it's sales, I'm going to make it broad, inshallah. Focus on one thing. If you want to succeed at one thing, or if you want to succeed quickly, focus on one thing and make it your entire life. And it's hard to say this because as a Muslim, Islam is our entire life. But you need to mix Islam, you need to integrate Islam with every single part of your life. Islam is the foundation, okay? And whatever you want to achieve, you will achieve it alongside Islam. So for example, earlier today, just a few hours ago, I imported all the prayer times into my calendar. So I know in my calendar, because I'm going to use my calendar for my sales calls for everything. Now I know in my calendar, whenever I have, a prayer time, right? Which means no one can book a sales call when I have salah, which is awesome, right? So once you design your life in a way that prioritizes Islam, right? I have tajweed lessons slotted out in my calendar. I have time made out in my day that no matter what, I will use that time to practice tajweed and read Quran. If you do that, inshallah, every single day, and you allocate your time, and you make sure that in those time slots, you're only focusing on one thing, and you're not getting distracted, and you're committed to achieving that one thing and one thing only, you're going to succeed, inshallah. But so many people, they're too afraid, or they think that, trying to do all of these things is going to get them success faster. But it's not. Focusing on one thing, putting all of your energy into that one thing, into that plan A, okay? And then executing, that will get you to your final destination as fast as possible, inshallah. So if you want to get your first sales job, at the age of 18, at the age of 16, it really doesn't matter how old you are, because the person on my team, someone on my team is 17 years old, and he's making 5 figures a month in commission while in high school. So it doesn't matter what your situation is, okay? It doesn't matter how much you know. All that matters is your commitment to actually achieving that success, inshallah. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's something I learned yesterday from watching an Instagram reel from a very successful person. The biggest temptation you will ever have is not women, it's not drugs, it's not alcohol, it's not smoking. It's this one temptation, the biggest one you will ever face in your entire life. Is that when you encounter failure, is when you come across something, is when you come across a loss, whether you face a rejection from a job, whether someone tells you something that you weren't wanting to hear. Every time you face a loss, you have two options. You have one or the other to pick. What are those two options? One option is putting the blame on someone else. And then the second option, as you guessed, is taking full responsibility, taking full accountability of the results. Which person do you think is actually going to see the best results? The second one, right? The person who takes full responsibility, even if it wasn't in their control, of the things that happened. In sales, this means, or in anything that you do, this means that you are not putting the blame on someone else. You're taking accountability for the results that you got. For example, in sales, I contact this person ignored me, this person left me on red, this person rejected me. That is not their fault. I wasn't unlucky. It's not that we weren't a fit. It's that I need to send more follow-ups. Maybe my message wasn't good enough. Maybe what I was saying wasn't good enough. Maybe my background wasn't good enough. Take full responsibility for every single rejection. And if you do that every single time, you will improve. Undeniably, you will improve. Because unlike the people who blame everything, all of their results on someone else, and think that everything they're doing is fine, they're not going to improve, right? Why would they improve? Because they've done nothing wrong. If you are able to see the flaws in every single loss that you do and learn from those mistakes, you will improve, inshallah. So to summarize, inshallah, if you want to land a job, no matter what age you are in, no matter what age you are, and you want to land a job in sales, the things you need to know are: one, take full accountability of every single loss that you have. And then secondly, and most importantly, is that you need to focus on one thing, execute in that one thing, and only do that one thing, inshallah. And if you do these two things, you will succeed, inshallah. Hopefully this helps. I don't really plan these scripts. I'm just saying, what I'm thinking, what I learn, inshallah. Hopefully this advice is helpful. And I'm going to be posting vlogs like this every single day, sharing any advice I have, inshallah. If you want to know more about sales, if you want more guidance, and you found this video useful, I literally have a free school community that I'm launching later this week, inshallah, which will tell you how to improve your life as a Muslim, give you productivity, discipline, and the high income skill of sales so that you can succeed in any industry, inshallah. I'm going to leave the link to join the free school community in the description down below, and I can't wait to see you inside, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm going to go to sleep now, inshallah.